This week on Campus Update, a sports update on the track team, APPA's production of The Scarlet Letter, Career Kickstarter, an Oilers Spotlight, Cancer Research Steps Towards a Cure, and FCA Club.
Hello Oilers, I'm James Hamill and this is Campus Update. Exciting track news from Arcadia Invitational last Saturday. George Gleason finishes third in the boys' mile at 4 minutes and 12 seconds, coming fifth in state overall. Cassie Durgee finishes in fourth in girls 800 with a time of 2 minutes and 10 seconds, a new school record, finishing third in state overall. The week before at the Meet of Champions, George ran a 4:11 mile to finish in fourth place, and it's now the number 4 time in the nation. Cassie ran a 2:11.19 in the 800 to finish in first place. This is a new school record, number 1 time in California, and number 3 time in the nation. The boys varsity and boys JV track team beat Edison for the first time in a decade at the dual meet last Thursday. If you didn't come out to see the track team, you can come in to see APPA's Scarlet Letter. Now over to Brianna, who's got interviews with the cast and the crew.
The play is loosely based on the novel by Nathaniel Hawthorne, and while Hester's husband is away, she has an affair with another man, and when he comes back, she's pregnant.
Okay, so usually when we start the process of designing, we go to the directors first and we mix our ideas with their ideas. And then we kind of mesh from each other's ideas, and then we go to the sketching phase begins, and that's probably the longest and most difficult process because you have to take your ideas of colors and shapes and patterns and write it down and on a piece of paper, and it's really difficult to express your idea to someone else if you're not confident in what you're doing.
First you get off book, and then now we're kind of just working more on the acting aspects of it because everyone's memorized and we have the entire show blocked.
I think what takes the most time is probably just you have to get the cast list and organize measurements, make sure you have everyone's measurements, and just get everyone what they need, whether you're ordering the costume, constructing the costume.
It works out if everybody acts professionally, and so far we haven't had that many issues. It's a fun experience just to work with everyone, especially in a big cast. It's a lot of fun.
After we sketch it, we make everything, and that's the coolest part because you see your design transfer from your head to a piece of paper to a life form and someone wearing it.
The most challenging thing in the play is playing someone who's a lot older than me and really channeling all the emotions that she has to feel because she is all these different emotions, and it's really hard to connect to all of them and then show it through my body language. The show is April 23rd through the 26th at 7:30 p.m. and a Sunday matinee at 2 o'clock. And tickets are $22 for adults, and we also have our student $5 tickets.
Thanks, Brianna. Let's talk about ROP. The Regional Occupation Program is full of courses designed to allow students to explore all sorts of career opportunities that, will actually come in handy in the real world. In our new weekly segment, Career Kickstarter, we will be highlighting one of these many unique ROP classes. This week, we'll be taking a look at auto tech. Okay, imagine this. You're 22 and you're on your very first solo road trip. You're driving along the 115-degree Arizona heat, feeling on top of the world and very confident. Suddenly, you feel a lurch, and your car starts to bump at 80 miles an hour. You pull your car off to the side and find to your frustration that you have a flat tire. You call AAA, and they say they'll be there in 2 hours. If only you had signed up to take that automotive technology class when you were in high school, you'd be able to change that flat tire in 10 minutes. ROP offers an automotive technology class at Golden West College on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 6:30 p.m. Gain basic skills used in performing tune-ups and lubrication, brake adjustments and replacements, and study powertrain systems. See Ms. Webster in the ROP office to learn more about this opportunity and many other great ROP classes. Man, if I wasn't a senior, I'd be all over that class. Oilers Spotlight takes the time to recognize hardworking students that have had success outside of school. This week's Oilers Spotlight features a very talented student, Tara Choate.
I'm a senior year at Huntington Beach High School. I'm part of APPA and Jazz Ensemble, and I'm also the dance team captain here. I've been dancing for 14 years, and my biggest honor as a dancer was being nominated for OC Artist of the Year. And what that is it's run through the OC Register through the Varsity Arts program, and each school nominates 2 dancers, and those people are put into a competition. A council goes through their application, and then they choose the top 10, which is what I've been nominated for. We perform, interview with them, and then they select their Artist of the Year. I've been accepted to the University of California at Davis, and I would like to one day go out and teach, keep on choreographing, but also go on and explore the world of science and anthropology.
Wow, she's good. Speaking of good news, there may be a major step forward in cancer research. Mason did some digging and had some info on the topic.
Just before we adjourn for spring break, the news broke about a major step forward in the battle against cancer. Researchers at Duke University took victims with a relentless brain tumor called glioblastoma, a tumor that has the capacity to double in size in just 2 weeks, and gave them an experimental treatment that many, including the FDA and CDC, thought too extreme. Essentially, the polio virus, the virus that claimed human lives for centuries, including the almighty FDR, is injected into the tumorous section of the brain. The strand of DNA that normally allows the polio to be deadly and repopulate outside the tumor is taken out and replaced with a strand from the common cold. The idea is that the virus would activate the immune system, allowing it to attack the tumor. The very first volunteer was 20-year-old woman Stephanie Lipscomb. When pronounced terminally ill, she volunteered for the program, and she was quoted to have saying, "I did it because I have nothing left to lose." However, 3 years later, after the treatment, her cancer was 100% gone. They are continuing this research and experimenting on different types of cancer now. This is by no means a cure, but the future is looking bright.
Thanks, Mason. Hopefully that works. Speaking of hope, FCA meets every other Wednesday in the gym. Past the quad, over Galilee. Coco got an interview with one of the leaders.
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm the co-president with Jackie for FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Basically, we exist to bring a light to these students through our faith in Christ. We meet every other Wednesday in the gym at lunch. We have pizza afterwards. We have a speaker who just basically brings kind of a powerful, enlightening message to these students to kind of lift up their day and just kind of help them to see things differently and how we want them to see it, in our faith.
Well, that's it for today, Oilers. I'm James Hamill. Blaze on, all you Trailblazers.